So we have another new creature coming to ARK Survival Evolved for the new Genesis DLC in December. I believe this is probably going to be one of the most coolest new creatures we're going to get to the game this year, and I'm really excited to go through all of the information for you guys in today's video. Now, as always, if you're excited about another new creature being revealed for the game, smash that like button, guys. You have been really doing awesome with that on the videos. If we could try and go for over 700 likes for today's new creature, because it's such an awesome one, that would be amazing. And subscribe if you're new to the channel so you don't miss out on all of this information building up to the release of the first Genesis DLC. So community crunch number 201, mysterious mysteries on the horizon and changes to the code of conduct. Now I am going to be giving you guys all of the information about why this is going to be a giant spider, and you will see on your screen right now the new mysterious mysteries. Now the first thing to point out that you've always got to look at, guys, if you see this and you wonder what it is and you're wondering is it a robot or is it a creature, wildcard for creatures always put what an interesting discovery, can anyone guess what this creature might be. Now if it says that, it means that it's going to be an actual creature in the game, but if it says like, oh, how perplexing, can you guess what this might be, or what could this be, then that means that it's going to be like, you know, an item in the game, or, you know, like a robot or something. So this is how we know it's a creature. Now many people are probably thinking, Dom, how do you know this is a spider coming to the game? It's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. Well, the reason why we actually have information on this being a spider is from the coding being broken down. So massive shout out to this person here who said it's some sort of spider, maybe cross with a mosquito. I don't think it's cross with a mosquito. I think it's just going to be a giant spider. And the first one was a terminal entry MM05, and below you can see we find the lucky ones trapped in giant webs, but we find the unlucky ones as corpses drained of blood. Unluckiest of all are the ones we never find. So that was some big information from the log that we found from the mysterious mysteries here, and obviously the key thing being trapped in giant webs definitely links towards it being the spider, and obviously and the unlucky ones as corpses drained of blood. And I understand what he meant there, or she, by saying crossed with a mosquito because of draining of blood, but obviously spiders do that as well. So I think this is definitely 98% of a chance going to be some sort of giant spider. Maybe it's going to have more legs than 6. It might be Wildcard's version of a giant spider. I really don't know, but how scary and how frightening is this going to be in the game? In my opinion, you know, if I see a spider in real life, I tend to be able to deal with it, you know, quite well, but there's still something always a bit like, you know, horrifying about them, especially huge ones. And the ones in ARK right now, they've needed a TLC for ages. They're not that scary, but having a giant one that can get you and you can fall into its web would be something that we haven't seen before, and very exciting. So as always, we head over to the Genesis wiki to find out what the current name has been put down on the wiki for this and been approved. Now this is not the official names whatsoever, but we obviously had the Blade Wasp, and I mentioned to you guys in a video not that long ago when I did the video on the wasps that the Wildcard have been talking about, you know, insects being a bigger part of this DLC and being a bit more, you know, like being able to breed and stuff in the game. So already having a wasp and now a giant spider, you know, links to that. And it's also been named the hexapod. Now I definitely don't agree this is going to be the final name for this creature. Now if you don't know, these do update. The sentry at one point was called the observer, but is now called the sentry. And I typed in hexapod and it came up with a 6-legged robot, and the reason why I don't believe that's going to be the name, it could always be a creature called the hexapod, you never know, so it could end up being that, but I just have a feeling it might change a little bit later on, and it's come under obviously fantasy creatures and obviously actual creatures in the game, which is fantastic. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are you looking forward to seeing this in ARK? We have got some really awesome creatures coming our way, and it's not going to stop there. It's only the 9th of October and we have got probably until mid to late late December until the DLC is going to be released. And every single week, there's always a new mysterious mysteries with new items. Obviously, the tech claws could be next. I'm not too sure. Hopefully, I like to see new creatures and obviously more as time goes on. So that is all the information I can bring to you guys now on the new giant spider coming to ARK Survival Evolved. What we're going to be doing now is we're going to be going through the rest of the information going on in the world of ARK to do with the Halloween event, to do with everything else that you should be expecting. Genesis Chronicles, I haven't got any information. It's meant to be coming this week, but I can't give you guys that info until I get some. So, if you do want to leave the video at this point, I know some people only come for news, please make sure to smash that 700 like target and subscribe with notifications turned on. But if you are sticking around to find more about events and other things coming on the horizon for ARK, then obviously, let's get in with that. So on the horizon, hacks and exploits. Abuse of game mechanics such as meshing and duping are being reported at a higher frequency. As always, we will continue to implement changes to address any methods that have been able to be reproduced, to reproduce in the game. Please continue to report any known methods via the ticket system, and obviously Wildcard will deal with them. Enforcement. With the increase of reports, the enforcement team has been tasked with a large number of tickets in the game. This backlog of requests prevented our enforcement team from acting quickly to incidents that are being reported. We've made a considerable dent in the backlog and hope to improve our response time to incidents that are reported. So, events. If there's something you'd like to see in events, regular and holiday, check the thread below and weigh in. Now, the reason why Wildcard are actually doing this is because they are preparing for the Halloween event, which is coming this year. Now, I will be doing a video on the new event that will be coming, obviously, in the next few weeks in October. I don't have all the information I need right now to make the video yet, so I'm just going to wait for a little bit more information, and hopefully you should be getting that video any day soon. But what this is just a page of what would you like to see in events, and obviously there's votes of what you want to see: boosted rate, a fitting theme, unique skins, unique items, and random color dinos. But also said I always do that in videos. If there's something else, name it below. And as you can see, people have said things like special perks that increase loot quality from the Christmas event 2 years ago, Fear Evolved, killer turkeys, back when events were really events and not just a week of pretty things. And I completely agree. I feel like this is something that needs to happen and bring back the old days of ARK events. And they did say, that this definitely looks like it's going to be happening, the event this year, which is fantastic. But they said there is a chance it could just be a reskin of an old one. But if there is a reskin of Fear Evolved 1, then no one would complain because so many people didn't play Fear Evolved 1. That was like at the beginning of the release on early access on the PC. PlayStation players I don't think have even witnessed the good events. So it is just, sorry, that's something that would be fantastic for the game, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the Halloween event and the Christmas event to come. But obviously, you will have the big Halloween event video coming your way for Fear Evolved 3 as soon as I get the rest of the information that I know. So changes to Code of Conduct. The enforcement team are back again with another important notice regarding the Code of Conduct, and the new addition is if you have been hardware ID banned, any attempt to access the official network with a different account is subject to another hardware ID ban. So if you're someone that is cheating, just don't do it. Just literally do not do it. Like, I understand when you see an advantage to better yourself over someone else because you want to be the best. Everyone wants to be the best. But then you go moaning, complaining, saying, I've been hardware banned and I can't play ARK anymore, the game's bad, because you're the one that's actually making those issues in the game. So, I'm not trying to just be because I don't play on much official servers, so I don't know the whole thing that goes on. I see a lot of it in videos on YouTube, I'm not going to lie. And when you actually see a YouTube video of it happening and the bad things, the meshing and stuff, it's not funny. It's not, you literally see so much hard work from people just being ruined because people can't play the game properly. That's my personal opinion on it. But yes, if you do that, you're going to get banned. Evo event, survivors on all platforms will be receiving a special evolution perk this weekend. It will be active from Friday the 11th of October at 1 PM EST until Monday the 14th of October, as always, ×2. That needs to change at one point. I think the amount of times I've read an evolution event out is probably, it's been years and years of reading that out. So anyway, that is going to be the end of the video, guys. as I said, this is going to be a very crazy few months for ARK. Genesis Chronicles is coming. Halloween events are coming. Atlas is now out on the Xbox. We've got probably another Genesis Chronicles 2 coming out in November, and then the big release of everything new coming in December. So thank you very much. Try and hit that 700 like target. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys later.